Hi, I'm Tim. Welcome to Watchbox, and thanks for logging on. If you love this watch, email me, tmosso@thewatchbox.com, your purchase and pricing email question line for buying this or any watch you see here on Watchbox Reviews. Email me, tmosso@thewatchbox.com, with all your questions. Today, we're discussing the 2006 1,936-piece limited edition Panerai Radiomir 1936 PAM249. The 249, a tribute to the earliest examples of the Panerai Combat Watch 3646. This is a 47mm cushion-cased wire lug steel Radiomir with a plexiglas crystal and a number of authentic elements, including the evocative, if somewhat historically controversial, California dial. Now, the timepiece is considered one of the great Panerai watches of the modern era, and you can see that in profile it is unerringly accurate, at least in terms of the lines and the plexiglass. Looking every bit the 1930s combat watch, the timepiece is 15.2 millimeters thick and approximately 54 millimeters lug to lug, though the lugs don't wear conventionally, so the watch seems more compact than that in practice. Nominally, the distance from side to side on the strap is 26 millimeters, so if you are looking for an aftermarket strap, that is the size you would fit. Throwing it on my 16 centimeter circumference wrist, you can see it doesn't wear like a 47, although it's technically a 47, and again, about 55 millimeters lug to lug. You don't feel as though you're wearing a 55 millimeter lug to lug watch. That's close to big pilot measurement, and this wears nothing like a big pilot. The lugs are there only to drape the strap around your wrist, and as you can see on a 16 centimeter circumference wrist, this one wears quite easily. I can recommend it for a wrist as small as 14 centimeters circumference. Just expect that the look will be large. The timepiece features a high-grade Panerai calfskin strap. You can see a lightly contrasting stitch that matches the ecru coloration on the dial. Sheer sides showing the layers of leather, and it's calfskin on both sides. The buckle itself features the 1970s Panerai OP logo in high polish, and you'll appreciate the fact that the watch itself is almost stylish enough to be a two-way player. Sports casual, yes, but also a graceful watch that could pull double duty as your dress option. OP outboard this unique Panerai crown. This harks back to the era when Panerai cases were made by Rolex, and the Rolex Oyster case and crown sealing system would have been used by the Panerai watches thusly manufactured. It is a screw-down crown. The watch is a tribute piece after all, so it's rated at 30 meters water resistant, though reality is probably somewhat higher. 30 meters for the sake of history, as the original 3646 was initially rated at 30 meters. Now, the timepiece features a true plexiglass, and as you can see, that's true to history. It creates a lovely off-axis distortion that's nostalgic, charming, and evocative at the same time. The timepiece features full polish on the wire lug rad case. You can see opus facere, which means roughly work to be done or work to do. And the timepiece is handsomely executed as a 1930s Panerai. In reality, probably would not be. This is too fine for a frogman schlepping it in the mud. On the dial, you have more evocative features. Whether the California dial is true to history, that's debatable, but it looks great. And the timepiece, featuring the Romans on the top and the Arabic numerals on the bottom, also includes a sort of brown-black dial. It doesn't look quite flat black. There's some other color tone in there. And then you have outboard a lovely railroad-style chapter ring for the minutes with blued hands at center. The timepiece is, of course, powered by a pocket watch caliber, as the originals would have been, but whereas the original would have been powered by a Rolex Côte d'Ivoire pocket watch caliber, this one is powered by a Unitas ETA 6497-2. The 2 meaning that, unlike a standard 6497, this one features a 21.6 beat rate rather than 18K and a 56-hour power reserve rather than 42. It's also highly customized. This is known as the OP10, Roman numeral 10 in Panerai speak. The look is very much Panerai's own. If you've ever seen a bare, unfinished 6497, you know just how good you have it with these watches. It is a 17 jewel manual wind, 21.6 beat rate. It is not COSC certified, though it is built to that level of tolerance. The reason it does not have a COSC certification is because it does not have a seconds hand. So you have that extended power reserve, the 30-meter water resistant that probably understates the true resilience of the watch, and then an oversized 36mm plus diameter for the movement that is properly sized for the case. Again, the 6497 and 6498, originally designed for pocket watches and desk clocks. A truly special piece in every regard, evocative, handsome, and rare. This was part of the 2006 special series, 1,936 pieces made for the Radiomir 1936. Email tmosso at thewatchbox.com for purchase and pricing details. And I'm back with the PAM00249. If you're wondering how you change the strap on this watch, there are 2 screws for each lug. You remove them on the case back, the lugs pull out and come apart, so you can remove the strap without having to cut it. Appearances to the contrary. This is a watch that makes for easy strap swapping.